YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in the Total War Shogun 2 Takeda campaign. This is not where I left off last time, and it has been a while since I had an episode, so let me explain what happened in the meantime. I actually came on to film you an episode a couple of nights ago, and the Uesegi marched right into the middle of my territory using the military access and just treacherously betrayed me. Walked in with 3 or 4 more full stacks while I was busy fighting a big battle with the Ikoiki, and just completely wrecked my campaign. Just wrecked it. And there was really no going back, and so I reloaded back to the start of episode 4, played a few more turns knowing this treachery was on the way, because it was almost some Patchy-esque style treachery. I was almost kind of proud of the AI for the level of treachery that they took on, but I'm not ready to quit this campaign, so obviously I wasn't just going to let it end that way. So I came back, replayed a few things. What I did the first time when I played through is I was still being kind of turtley, just kind of poking at the Ikoiki, taking my time, converting the provinces, and just, doing what I needed to make the Uesegi happy. And like I said, eventually Kenshin just comes waltzing through here, through Kai, through North Shinano, comes all the way up here, takes Noto, and then he comes back down here and just betrays me, kills one of my armies, and then they start marching another full stack in after I finally managed to, with huge losses, defeat him. They march another army in, full army, and then marched another army in down here. So I did some preparation. I started training troops down here in Kai for a third army. I beefed up this second army of mine with more, basically all I can afford at the moment is Ashigaru. I went ahead and threw a Naginata Samurai in just to give a little more infantry power to Kenshin's army. I do believe I can actually have another unit there, and I pushed forward into Echizen, which I had done in the episode that I didn't end up getting to show you, except that I've just kind of trained a holding force here to hold the Ikoiki back, and I've got a ninja up here on Spy, so that I can keep an eye on them. And rather than allowing the Uesegi to be the betrayers, I'm going to betray them hardcore here. And teach them a lesson that when you betray Patchy, you better have a good plan, because Patchy can just go hit the load button, go back in time, and boom, you're a meat shield. Hopefully you all recognize that reference. Anyway, let's jump back in here. So I got Takeda Shingen. We are going to treacherously betray the Uesegi, because I know they're going to do it to me, and rather than let them do it at a time of their choosing, I'm going to do it to them at a time of my choosing, which is right now when I have him surrounded with 2 armies. I'm going to destroy him. I get a little bit of reinforcements from the town, but I have this full army and this full army. One of them should be starting behind him, and the other one in front. So he does have a lot of Yari Samurai. His army is pretty dang good, and you can see they've been shoving up from killing all other enemies, so most of his units are good. And then just remember, because of the difficulty setting, they're already better than my troops to begin with. So just from a quality standpoint, one-on-one, his guys would be better. But now I have quantity, and, hopefully I can control a large army better than the AI. Sometimes that's questionable, but most of the time I should be able to succeed at that. And I know that I can use the pause and the slow motion. I just try not to, so that your viewing of the video is a more cinematic experience, but at the same time I don't want to suck, and there's only so much micromanagement that I'm capable of without more practice. So that's why I do it occasionally. So Takeda Shingen, treacherously betraying Uesegi Kenshin. I'm not sure if this is something that either party would have been okay with in real life. They both seem to want to defeat each other in a true man-to-man type battle. No trickery or whatnot, but I could be wrong. I haven't read into this with any huge sense of depth. We better listen to the speech to get us hyped up for this big one.
いざ武田の武者どもよ、己の役目を忘れるな。立ちさばきを天に任せれば、おのずと運は開かれる。敵軍を自国に送るのじゃ。敵軍の指揮は藩主自ら取っておるようじゃ。あの首を取った者には褒美を与えるぞ。敵軍上杉を軽蔑するのは奴らが戦に弱いからではない。いつも信心とうるさいからだ。今朝をまとった偽侍どもだ。陣中にもう少し足軽がおればの。お主らは皆勇猛な兵者が、さらなる強者が欲しいところよの。よいか、相手が生き延びて己が死ぬのはたわけ者じゃ。
That was a pretty good speech. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, the guys are silently screaming because apparently that's a bug that's caused when I turn on the debug camera, which I use in this game because I feel like the camera's way too close to the ground for my liking. That's pretty funny, having Shingen give a speech like that. I'm going to put a Naginata Samurai on one flank and a Yari Sam on the other, so I've got a little extra strength on those flanks. I'm going to put a little more cav strength to the outside and a little less to the inside. We'll keep our general safe, and we're going to get reinforcements. Well, it can't be from the river, so I'm assuming we're probably going to get reinforcements from somewhere back here. Let's see, but ideally I would like to completely surround the Uesegi forces and hit them from both sides at once. Ooh, they're going to go hill camp over here, actually. That's not unexpected. Let's see. I had reinforcements. I should have reinforcements coming. Oh, there they are. Yeah, they are coming in right behind the Uesegi. That's probably why they're going to move. But the thing is the Uesegi are not going to be able to face me from every direction, so their choice to camp here is just going to get them utterly destroyed, which is fine by me. I'm perfectly happy to oblige them in that role. So what we're going to need to do, get all our troops on the field and get them arranged. We do have some Takeda bow cavalry, which is pretty handy when you got a campy AI in your hands. This is typical of the AI here. We're just going to run straight for the highest elevation, preferably with forest, and camp there. This big thing's going to be in their way, and then the red line's going to be there too. It's going to really jack them up as far as camping goes. I will certainly make them wish that they hadn't done it. Alright, so let's get our guys into recognizable formation over here with this army. Try and get all my guys into the same area here. Take this up there. Alright. Got all our bows. Let's get them lined up. Take all these Yariash. Get our general. Keep him in a nice safe position as usual. We got Takeda Light Cav. And once we take the lands from the Uesegi and continue to build up some economy, we should finally be able to field some true samurai and proper cavalry wielding armies. We just have to be careful. Ooh, you know, I don't want Group 1, honestly, to get too close to these guys just yet. I don't want an engagement. So let's back off. And this group over here is getting all formed up. Call them Group 2. Yeah, the Uesegi are going to get jacked up bad right here. This is going to be good. Let's go ahead and push Group 1 back up some because the AI is trying to face two directions at once and is not going to do good at either. Okay. Wonder why the music's so quiet right now. Maybe Shogun 2 has dynamic music. I can't remember. Before the battle starts, maybe kind of quiet. They are just going reform crazy, and this is definitely something that the AI does no matter what the difficulty setting is, that allows you to game them pretty heavily. So this is why, don't get me wrong, the legendary setting is definitely harder than what I'm attempting here, but it's also in some ways kind of goofy because it's not any harder from a strategy standpoint. It's just okay, here comes Kenshin. Let's get our guys back. Okay, it looks like the AI is going to pull off of that suicide assault there. I'm not going to put my guys into a spear wall because that would be bad. It would make them tired. I do, however, want to return fire on this bow samurai, which right now is actually shooting at one of my Yariashigaru. I'll let them take those shots. It's not really the best use of their ammunition and abilities. I'm going to take these guys off fire at will and then pop these bow samurai with a flaming barrage. The flaming arrows on here tend to do more damage versus armored targets. You can see it's a pretty nasty volley from that many bow Ashigaru, absolutely wrecking the bow samurai, which it survived that better than it should have, but it got wrecked. The AI definitely gets bonuses in survival. Again, I only have it on hard. These bonuses get much more crazy on very hard or legendary. So, yeah, the AI definitely gets some big time buffs. Let's take a look over here. Our bows are exchanging fire with some Yari Ashigaru and Yari Sam. Let's go off fire at will and flame these Yari Samurai. I'm gonna actually pull up a little closer over here. That Yari Samurai just got pooped on right there. And we've finished pooping on the bow samurai over here. Let's actually move these troops forward so that we can better support those bows. I've got my spearmen up front over here so that we can ward off enemy attack. Those Yari Samurai, yeah, they've gotten absolutely crapped on. And I intend to keep the rain of crap coming. Don't want to let these guys get away with any less, because they wouldn't spare me any less. They are now in trouble though, because I have them completely bracketed onto this hill. I'm going to go ahead and pull up, get ready to bracket off the whole hill. They do have this one bow Ashigaru left here. I'm going to issue an attack order on it. And we need to get our stronger samurai units ready to play a role in the battle too. I'm just going to put my guys at the foot of the hill so that I can spear wall right at the base of the hill. I've got a Naginata samurai over here and some cavalry. Let's bring up Shingen. Bring up these guys over here. Okay. Yep. My bow Ashigaru are returning fire uphill into this bow Ashigaru. It is outnumbered badly. They'll win. There's another bow Ashigaru moving up. I'm going to just go ahead and finish off all their bows so I can force them into the kind of fight that I want. I don't know where I left that bow cavalry, but let's bring it up too. Okay, let's just make sure I get all my bowmen over here. Yeah, that bow Ashigaru is getting wrecked, and then this one's going to be in the woods. It'll do okay, but my guys kind of have some cover from the woods as well, and it's not going to be able to do enough damage to really turn the tide of battle here per se. I'm going to go ahead and move up and start popping this guy here. And I'm going to bring my bow samurai up and start trying to pick away a little bit. There's another bow Ashigaru up here actually. These bow Ashigaru, I'm just going to go into fire at will, start tearing up the Yari Samurai and Yari Ashigaru up here. Let's take all our Yari Ash. Well, we'll be ready to put all our Yari Ash into spear wall as soon as we need to. Use my bow Ash fire back. I'm not in the best formation, but I'm gonna kind of try and use some numbers to my advantage here. Yeah, I'm gonna take some losses because I'm a bit blobbed up. But numbers definitely working on my side, and then their infantry over here is going to get punished. I'm going to move up even closer here still. I'm actually going to take this cavalry and try and drive back those bows for a minute so I can lessen the losses on my own bows and infantry a little bit here. The AI will frequently ignore you and just fire at your infantry, so I'm returning that favor right here where you can see the sprays of blood coming off of that poor Ashigaru unit. I don't really feel that bad for him, but... Oh, there's another bow samurai up at the top of the hill, too. I'm going to see if I can get a quick charge here, because I'm going to get... Oh, my light cavalry are going to get doused here. Yeah, that was probably pretty idiotic. Let's just make sure my light cavalry stays alive, and we can now refocus our efforts. Yeah, my bowmen over here doing a great job, actually. I'm gonna let them choose a new target. I've got these guys all targeted up now too. There is one more bow samurai up at the top. I'll save flaming arrows for it. We just want to pick away all the enemy skirmishing capability. Let's get the bow cavalry. This time I'm gonna actually put my guys on skirmish rather than dismount. You all didn't see that, but in the video I didn't end up showing you, I managed to hit the mount dismount rather than skirmish. Very brilliant move that I've made more than one time on Shogun 2. If by brilliant I mean absolutely stupid. Fire at the bow samurai with flaming arrows, please. So we'll get a nice flaming volley up here. I'm gonna start targeting this Yari Sam here. Yeah, that bow samurai just took a pretty nasty volley. It's already down 30 men. It will not last long, outnumbered this badly. Get you some more close-ups. Bow samurai are really cool units. I like them. They're just very expensive. Very hard to upkeep. Once you get all the extended ammo and stuff, the bow ashigaru aren't bad. Bow samurai and bow monks are obviously a lot better, but just kind of the way it works. So yeah, once the AI is determined to camp, it really becomes their downfall, especially if you're in a numerically superior position like this. Look at their bow samurai. Just they only want my bow cavalry, so they've moved up and allowed themselves to get shot by 5 archers in an attempt to kill my bow cavalry. Now we should be able to draw the AI down from the hill by just moving up and unloading all of our ammunition. That's precisely what I'm going to do. Yep, just going to pull up and unload everything I got. Let Kenshin's men enjoy the free gift from the lands of the Uesegi, which is fine arrows made with piercing points, sharpened with the purpose of destroying their enemies. Very intelligent AI here. Let's sit on the hill with no cover and absorb the bow fire so that eventually air can completely surround and destroy us. Gonna get charged by some Yari Samurai over here. Or, yeah, Yari Samurai, because they're in rapid advance. So I'm going to bring them into a Yari wall. And they'll go down. They're a little bit too battered to last very long in that fight. I'm going to take my guys off fire at will so that I don't shoot a bunch of my own men. That unit will leave. Good. Using all our ammunition means that we're in good shape. Another Yari Samurai coming down here. Gonna go into flaming shot here. Come on back. Get lined up. Let my men just spray out all their ammo. We're killing lots of Yari Ashigaru. I mean, we've got pretty nice kills on all these Boash. Yeah, very nice kills actually. Yeah, here comes the flaming shot into the poor Yari Samurai on the side of the hill. Let you all get some sweet, sweet flaming victory. Wow, that is brutal, man. The fire effects in this game really do look good. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, they look good on Attila, but someone once said they thought they looked better on here, and I might have to agree with you based on what I was seeing right there. Not trying to be mean, because they do look good on Attila. But yeah, glorious victory will soon be ours. My guys are going to be tired, though, if I don't give them a little rest here from the Yari wall, because I think it fatigues them. So yeah, the AI has foolishly allowed me to kill a huge number of their men by just standing here and unloading all my ammo onto their forces while they maintain the hill, which is so precious to them, above anything else apparently. My bow cavalry still has ammo. It must not be in range to fire. I'll move it up so it can do so, or it doesn't have line of sight, one of the two. Love to get this bow cavalry a bunch of chevrons, so this is good. The more chevrons it gets, the faster it'll fire, the more accurate it'll be. Let's go ahead and fast forward and just make the AI eat this. And then we'll move up the hill and finish this fight off once we should be dealing with a very demoralized enemy at this point. Maybe we need to move up just a little more. I can't tell who has ammo left. Maybe it's these guys. They may not be close enough to have a target. There we go. It's probably those guys. Oh yeah. Yeah, we've killed most of the enemies with just our bowmen. And this is good. It's going to rank my guys up. May not make for the most exciting battle, but you kind of need to do this every now and then. Later in the game, when I have better units, I'll be glad to go head-to-head with these guys and just flog them. But at the moment, I want to get my guys ranked up. I need to preserve my armies because this is not it for the Uesegi. This is not it. I promise you that. They will have 2 or 3 more stacks equally capable in reserve. Almost certainly. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull back. Let's go into play. Yeah, we got a waiver already going from... I'm going to push up on this flank. And I'm going to pull my bowmen back, pull my bow cavalry back. And I'm going to push up this flank as well. I don't like putting my guys on the actual hill, but we'll be able to bracket the enemy in its entirety. They got a Yariash moving up here in wall. I'll be able to answer it. I'm just going to let my men move up the hill. There's no enemy bowman to be fearful of, so we should get our general close so that he can support the scare effects. Not sure what my bows are doing here. Oh, I accidentally got him selected with my guys. Okay, we got some waivers going on already with enemy units, and if they're in the range of Shingen, he might just cause them to straight up rout. Because he's got the dread effect on enemy units. So let's pull these guys up and just completely bracket off the enemy flank. And do the same thing over here. I wanna pin Kenshin on his little hill here. These guys can just come over here to be backup troops. Okay, let's get all our guys set into Yari wall. And we're just going to attack with overwhelming numbers. Okay, and let's do the same thing over here. Pull up reinforcements, and then let's just start clicking attack orders here. Move in with everything we got. Check it out, enemy troops just routing. And this is what you're going to see. You're going to see just a wall of Takeda spears pushing forward. I would very much like to kill Kenshin, so I might get kind of crazy here with some light cav. My Takeda light cavalry is going to be pretty capable. Let's pull it up and see if we can catch Kenshin before he's able to make it to the edge of the map. Kenshin is right here in this unit that's, I don't know how it got damaged a little, but it did. No, one of their other generals fell. I don't think it was Kenshin. No, it wasn't. He's right here in this group that's going to get hit as it flees the battlefield. So it looks like Kenshin will escape the battlefield, though I don't know if he'll live. So, decisive victory over Kenshin and his forces there. AI didn't act quite how I would have liked for them to. I would have loved for them to, come out on open ground so we could have had a more combat-driven match there, but if he wants to hill camp, I will absolutely punish him for it. Because, like I said, I'm going to need my forces to be healthy and immediately push back more Uesegi armies. So I'm going to actually take... well, Kenshin needs to have the pleasure of killing him. Yeah. Definitely need to give Kenshin this pleasure. Let's auto-resolve and destroy Uesegi Kenshin. So we have defeated our foe in dishonorable combat, which is my favorite. And now we're going to move on their capital immediately. And then I've got this other army down here. It actually has a matchlocks Ashigaru because I accepted an Anban trade. And we're going to continue to train out an army for it. And basically I've got a commander down here that we should pull back up here. We don't want to go through the lands of our foes though. I'm going to pull him around this way. And get that commander back to Kai so he can take control of this army. It's just an Ashigaru army. Like I said, I'll focus on getting a better army once we've kind of cleared the way. And then we just have to do our best to hold this castle over here against the Iko-Iki. So that's going to be about all we can do. I'll have to do some stuff too, like this Metsuke. We need to get him up here to Kaga to help boost. Is that where we have the Metsuke? Yes. I want to get him up here to Echizen though, I believe. Yeah, no, I want to take him down to Izu. Yeah, I'd be crazy not to take him to Izu, because Izu has the biggest production potential for him. So we'll take him down to Izu to drive up the wealth of that province, and that should help us a great deal too. I finished the fire arrow research. We need to pick another item to research. It started on this attack by fire, which would unlock the powder maker. We would still have to come all the way down here to gunpowder mastery in order to get basically just to get matchlock units, so it's still a long ways away. Probably not what I need to be focused on right at this moment. Instead, we should come here, get this tax reform, gives us a little extra clan-wide boost to income, and then we should do this Chonindo, or whatever it is, yeah, the one next that boosts our tariff. We don't have a lot of trade routes right now, but we could potentially have more in the future, so let's get to work on that, do some campaign map work now that we've treacherously wiped out our foe. We need to go and finish off his clan while they are reeling from the loss of their beloved leader. And we will need to hit them in multiple locations in order to be effective here, I believe. Yeah, my income is very low. I'm just going to keep that army in place for now. It is autumn. I don't know how close to Ichigo, like if I can get to Ichigo in the end of this turn, or whether it would be smart to push all the way to Ichigo at the end of this turn. I'm going to push Takeda Shingen down this way so that we can hit Ichigo. I can cross here to Kozuke, and then we'll take this army and try and hit Musashi. Though I'm going to need a little more money before I can finish off that army, I think. Let's make sure that this guy has orders to oversee the settlement at Izu. That should help our income considerably. Let's see, I have a ninja here that we can take and go ahead and scout up Ichigo and the rest of Uesegi lands. Once we take their lands, we should have considerable wealth potential. This is what I was worried about. As soon as we've turned our back, here come the Iko-Iki with everything they've got. Let's go see what kind of strength the Uesegi can field against us. Up here, nothing substantial, and not that I can see all the way back down this way either. That is good, nothing substantial. It's right here in front of me, by the way. So yes, something substantial, absolutely. I mean, I think I can beat them in an open field battle. I would love to have both armies up here to face them, but I'm honestly thinking that I'm probably going to have to roll back down here. I don't think I can effectively defend this garrison, though it's possible I might be able to if it's a big enough fort. And it is a pretty large fort. Let's see what I would have to support. So we would get a garrison, Yari Ashigaru, 2 of them, a Samurai Retainer, and a Bo Ashigaru. It's not that good. I was kind of hoping that that level of castle would get us something better, or having this would get us extra garrison as well, but it did not, which is unfortunate. So yeah, this is a bit of a crappy situation. The Iko-Iki are just an absolute pain in the butt. I have beaten the snot out of these guys, and yet they continue to defy, and somehow the Hattori have survived as well, which is complete pathetic nonsense on the behalf of the Imagawa, who have had nothing better to do but focus on the Hattori, and have even had my help doing so, which is honestly pretty frustrating. Let's see if we can get lucky maybe with this army and find an unguarded settlement down here that can help us boost our income like Musashi, and we'll just kind of see what we can get. This army, I am going to go ahead and start marching back here to put a stop to any Iko-Iki reconquering of our lands. So and then that ninja would have been handy to help slow these guys down, but I mean, let's just keep an eye out. It's going to be a pretty substantial force of enemies there. Beating them is going to take some doing, I think. It's not going to just be a given. What did I do with my other ninja? I thought I had another ninja down here. Let's take a look at my agents. Got one up there, and the other is down here. Yeah, I knew I had one close. Let's see if we can perchance get very, very lucky and sabotage this big army. Nope. Well, it's always worth a shot. Our income's poor, so we're going to have to lash out and take what we need at this point. The Usagi actually fled the other direction because they're trying to cut me off back to my other lands. We're going to be attacked by a massive force of Iko-Iki. It's doubtful that we can actually win this, but we do have a pretty sizable keep. So we're going to have to give it a shot at least and make sure we kill as many of these guys as we can, because otherwise I'd be giving them a large castle. Actually, it's practically impossible for me to do that with all those lone swords, but they may not have the best morale. We'll just, I don't know, who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. Let's just see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. I technically don't have time for this battle in this episode, so I better go ahead and cut this off. I know, yeah, big cliffhanger, right? And I will start here next time with more Takeda action in the campaign that's definitely getting spiced up at this point. HeirofCarthage, signing off for now.